Hello and welcome to the Craft Lair. This is Teresa, Crafty Grands. It is Wednesday, I don't know, um, the 10th of June. And our prompt for today's hashtag My Daily Spread 26 is tuck spots. Is it tuck spots? Yes, it is. It's tuck spots. So, in keeping with my idea of uh, uh, showing you the days, what I made the days that I don't film. Yesterday's challenge was fold out spread, which I have not attached, but here's what it's going to be. And I also figured out what a split page layout is. Shockingly, it is what you might expect, a page that is split. So in my case, I did a side loading pocket on the top half, and the bottom half is just a flippy floppy. My goal for today, as well as making the tuck spots, is to decorate some of this. I want to slow down the pace. I feel like all the videos I've done recently are rather higgledy-piggledy, which is quite different from being awkward. Awkward is just me. Higgledy-piggledy is, I feel like it's rushed, um, incomplete. I don't know, just not hitting right. So today we're going to slow down, do the make, a bit of craft and chill, and relax. So today is tuck spots. So with all of the that in mind, calming down, slowing down, doing some decorating, I have done a bit of fussy cutting from the. Excuse me, I need a drink. I did some fussy cutting from the kits associated with this June challenge. Um, as with everything else I've been doing right now, it's chaotic. I will try to tell you what kits they are from, whether they're from the botanical foundations or shabby chic. Speaking of, okay, so I printed out, I have not cut up any of the shabby chic ephemera. And while I was looking through the foundations paper kit, I found these. Now I think she's calling them transparencies. I call them overlays. So whatever, regardless, the uh, the the premise behind them is that they are rather sheer, see through. What I don't even know if you can see these. This is lines this way. Um, and then this one is postal stamps, I guess, but not postage stamps. Um, and this one is just in like a brownie tone, and this one is black, the exact same thing in black. And then this is a grid layout. And as I said, the premise is that you put them on a piece of already printed paper, and then you get this layout to make it journalable, I guess. And then this can just be put on there to be then cut out elements, or you could do it as I've done it on vellum and cut or tear it apart and put it on whatever. And then same with this. I still can't see it. The lines are very subtle. Let's just put it that way, very subtle, like this suggestion of writing space. These I think are fantastic. You print them on top of, again, any paper that you have that you can fit through your printer, and then they come out as rather um, aged looking tags of various shapes. I love these. Just FYI, I love them. So, yeah, so I have printed but not cut the shabby chic ephemera. It's gorgeous, by the way. Just, putting that out there. Public service announcement. These are belly bands, or, you could use them as tuck spots. Yep. Large clusters. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love a cluster. Pre-made, dimensional, doesn't matter. I love them. So, yeah. As I said, I've not cut these out, so I most likely won't use them today. Lovely um, pockets, and these are envelopes. That's the word I'm looking for. These are also envelopes, super, super cute and tiny. Um, uh, uh, Collage tiles, that's the word. More clusters, floral in nature. I love these. This shabby chic is right up my alley. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yes. And decorative elements, journal cards. Look at that. That's some kind of hand stitching textile thing. Lovely. And more journal cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look. Beautiful. Y'all, I can't even with this. I cannot even. Look at that. Yeah. And tickets and words, labels, all of the good stuff. Some smaller size clusters, tear pages, more teeny or smaller clusters. Just gorgeous. Oh, and then I did print, some of them are on, this is one of the background sheets from the Shabby Chic. This is one of the background pages from the foundations. And I have another one from the foundations kit. Script, just script. Love, love, love it all. She's just, Rach is just a master at putting things together in a very, very pleasing and appealing way. Like, I'm a critic and I know this. Anyway, but I mean, I am a junk journaler and I appreciate very much the artistry of her of her of her work. Right. So, I have um a punch that punches out these hole reinforcers, and I'm going to try and rummage around in here and find it. Not such an easy task because I just have this giant, not giant, but I have a very large box that just has all my stamps in it. Not stamps. Um, what are these things called? Hole punches, I guess. And so, yeah, you can probably hear me fumbling and rumbling around, and my leopard's not even going to be here. Oh, but there it is. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Okay, now watch. It's not going to be the right size or whatever. But I'm going to try it just to see, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to know where to line that up because it's not. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're just going to try one and see what we get. A mess. That's what we got that time. I mean, it made a hole punch, so I have to move it over and forward a little bit. Over. Maybe if I looked at it from the front and forward a little bit. Come on. A little better. All right, well, I'm not going to massacre all of these by trying and failing, because I too do have a bountiful plenty of creep like actual hole reinforcers. So, yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to know where the, I'm going to try one more just because I'm stubborn. Trying to imagine this circle lining up with the circle. Sorry, that was hilarious. It worked. Oh gosh. Oh, that tickled me. Oh, oh, that got my. Sorry, that hit my funny bone real hard. Whew, what nonsense. Oh, sorry, I'm going to be chuckling about that probably the whole video. That's just hilarious. Oh, goodness gracious. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, these are from the uh, foundations kit. Nothing to do with makeup, and these are from the botanical. I can just tell from the ruggedness of these. We'll call it ruggedness. Y'all, that made me cry. Oh, I was crying tears, laughing tears. I know what I mean. Laughing tears. Right. So let's let's make some tuck spots. Okay, these I'm going to use for tuck spots. Oh, sorry, that really got me. That got me going. I have a lot of those. I can't think of the word now. Foundations elements look to me as I was cutting them out. I'm like, some of them kind of look like they're on some frayed, like burlap or something, some rough. And I have this ribbon that's burlap ish, but it's wired. So I wanted to cut a piece of it, but I don't want to use any of my good like fabric scissors. Why would I do that? I'm going to use my general all-purpose scissors and see if I can get the wire out somehow. I think that would be a good backing. Wow, that was so hard. There, the wires are out. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have to take that trash out before my grandson comes over so he doesn't somehow get a hold of it and poke himself with. Right. Now let's see if it can fray. If it will fray. I bet if I cut that, see, I didn't have to pull them out if I just cut that out. Cut it out. Sorry. That works really well. Oh. So I haven't been holding on to this fabric, this ribbon for nothing. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm going to be able to make that work quite nicely. Thank you very much. These are my good fabric scissors. No, they're not. These are my favorite, you know, like not fussy cutting, but doing the rough cutting before the fussy cutting. Like, yeah, I know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, I know that's going to work. Let's make some tuck spots. So, oh yeah, I have this bound. Finally got it bound. And I can say with very much certainty that it is not likely at all that I will ever do this again. Never say never, but it came out so wonky. It's like the worst binding job of any binding in the history of bookbinding. It's horrible. It's wobbly, it's wibbly wobbly. The pages somehow or another got separated. Some of them are upside down, some of them are right side I don't know. Uh, the This was supposed to be the back. It's upside down. I just I have no idea what happened. Pages are separated from their partners, and it just I don't even know what happened. Like that, before I put that pocket on there, that was a horrible clash situation. And so hopefully I've put enough stuff on this one so that you don't see how horribly, or you don't notice how horribly clashy that is. Anyway, I'm going to put this thing in somewhere as my flip out spread. Maybe right here. I just want to put it in before you know, before it gets lost. I keep trying to concern myself with um, in the things I put into it, the ephemera I'm putting into this journal being too close to other ephemera I've put it. But it's basically going to be something on every page because, I counted the pages to be basically just enough to do 30 the 30-day challenge, right? So what do there it, it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I hope. Right. Where am I going to put these tuck spots? Ooh, right here. We're going to do tuck spots right here. Let me ink them up. Ink them up because, inking is not essential, but my brain tells me I have to ink. So, we must listen to the brain and do things that make the brain calm. So, speaking of calm, y'all, I had a bit of a shock on Monday. I did, the video, as those of you who follow my channel watched, maybe. Um, and then I kept doing stuff. I finished, I don't even know what all I did, but I did stuff. And, I got the Apple Watch to keep track of my energy because I have an energy limiting disease. That's what scleroderma does. One of the things that scleroderma does. So I got this because there's an app that will tell you, oh, hey, your energy's running low. You need to take some time and relax, breathe, whatever. So, I mean, I'm doing stuff, but I'm sitting right here at my creative spot doing stuff that, I consider not to be definitely not much physical exertion. Um, and I do my crafts to keep myself from getting anxious or stressed or any of that. Well, this watch went off and told me that my energy was getting low. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel fine. So I just kept going. And a little while later, it tells me my energy's getting uh, to the next level of low. And by the time I finally gave in and listened, waited until I was done doing the tasks that I had set myself for Monday. Um, it was at critical. It was telling me my energy level was critically low. And I was like, but I don't feel that bad. So, I finally went into my room, put my feet up, watched some TV or whatever, and soon as I sat down, I was like, gosh, I'm really, really, really tired. I was like, maybe that knows a thing or two. So yesterday, I had absolutely no get up and go. I had the really low energy day, which is what happens when I have a high energy day or what, yeah, that's usually it. I have a high energy day and I do too much because I feel fine, and then the next day I sort of am in a crash. So that's what happened the next day. I thought, wow, I don't even know it what it measures to gauge what my energy level is because I don't input anything. It just tells me. And I thought, well, that free app is certainly worth its money. But yeah, I was like, this is, wow, I am gobsmacked. Both that it worked and that um, it, I have had so many days where I considered that I didn't do that much that was absolutely, definitely causing my crash days. And if you have, the thing about the crash days is if you have, too many crash days in a row, or me anyway, if I have too many crash days, or if I have days where I should be relaxing and I'm not, I have too much to do, um, then if I ignore that for too long, then I will put myself into a full on, um, gosh, the word has escaped me now. Well, a full on flare where it lasts like days and sometimes weeks. So thank you, whoever the developers of that Watch Me app are, because it certainly works, and it is now, in my opinion, it is just about vital for anyone who has a energy limiting disorder, disease, or whatever. And they're almost always autoimmune disorders like fibromyalgia, lupus, um, and the rest of the names just flew out my brain just that quickly. Need a drink. Also, one of the side effects of um, what is it? I have scleroderma. Yeah, I knew that. But yeah, so yeah, I should have either backed these onto something or at the very least printed something on the back of them, but I did not. Learn my lesson. Like I said, when I printed off the shabby kit, well, the ephemera part of it anyway, I did print something on the back of it, and I also put it on cardstock. My cardstock finally was delivered. So, right. Do I have, doesn't look like I have an empty tray to be dumping this into so I can, I like to rummage. I like to dig and rummage around what I have. So, there we go. Boom. Oh, come on now. It's got static cling to that plastic or whatever material it is. Not plastic. Um, is it plastic? It's plastic. This is vinyl. I don't know if that's whatever. Okay, so there's not much I really feel like I need to do to these as far as decorations, except I would like maybe a word or something like that. Now, okay, I did not fussy cut all these itty bitties, but there's not, you know, not much. I'm so sorry. There's not much required to snip these out. It's a bit big. All right, well, let's get started with, I know I want this one. Where are my scissors? Oh, they're right here, but I buried them. Imagine that. Something getting buried at the workstation while I'm working. Who knew? Oh, me. Happens all the time. Probably happens to you too all the time. I'm a, I tend to, as you will know, if you've watched any of my videos, I craft myself into a corner. I didn't start off this video with much space to begin with, but it will definitely get smaller as I go along. So I'm going to use this and a piece of this like so. Yeah, I could have just torn it. I know that. Oh, maybe not. No. Wowzers. Jinkies. That was harder than it should have been. So let's see how wide I need it to be. It's definitely wider than it needs to be. And I don't really want it as a frame. I just want the fringes sticking out from it. Sort of like so. Sort of like that. I almost put that. I have a little trash container on my desk. I almost put my glue bottle into it. Oh, goodness. There are things to definitely watch out for in my house that I do. Like, I almost put that in the trash. And I wonder how long it's going to be before I don't catch myself and it ends up in the trash. Um, and I find myself often reaching to put the used Keurig pod, coffee pod thing up in the cabinet where the coffee pods go. So, yeah, that's going to be one of those things. When the kids come over and my daughter is inevitably looking into my cabinets for something she knows not what, um, she'll say, Mom, why is this used coffee pod in the cabinet? Because your mom's losing it. What was left of it? Yeah, she loves to go into my cabinets when they come over, and I ask her what she's looking for. She says, something. What? I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. Well, if you would tell me what kind of, goodies you're looking for, I can maybe, have them. No, I don't know what I want. I'm just, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, girls. Well, she's not, she's 25, so, well, she'll be 25 next month. Is that right? No, she'll be 26 next month. I know how old my kids are, usually. Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes, nah, not so much. Yeah, I decided at the last minute I'd like to put this on this. I found this laying over there when I was looking for this tray. So, yeah, I'm going to use it because that's what I do. Find bits and pieces on the desk and decide, ooh, hey, I should use that, which is probably why I left it out on the desk to begin with. Yep, that's me, man. That is me. Wifty, my mother would have called it. Wifty. Yep. Mm, just glue everything down. Oh, right. So there are some tuck spots. Check that off for today's make. Oh, look, here's this giant blank space. Let's see what we can do with it. This is what we can do with it. I have so much stuff over here. I can't even get to my scoreboard. I wish I had one of those, like a smaller size one for doing things like this, because my scoreboard's over here off camera and it's a whole 12 by 12 thing. It's bigger than 12 by 12, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so yeah, that's how it works. The foldy thing, or scoring, not folding. Scoring is what this is called. And I never know when I'm doing these. I am very, very good at putting one end in one groove and the other end in another groove. So I end up with not a straight line. I got lucky this time. Especially when the other end of it is funky doodle shaped, not straight across. Yeah. So yeah. Now let me go ahead and fold them so I can ink them. Ink them, dink them. I don't know where it's under my scissors right there. I was gonna say I don't know where my wee bone folder is, so just using my nail that I broke the other day. Really need to cut them all down. I've broken those two. And it looks silly. And it just looks silly. But my nails grow very fast, which they never used to do. Which I guess is what is it? What are they made of? Keratin and collagen? I don't know. I produce too much of that stuff, so I get weird side effects like nails and hair that falls out. Nails don't fall out, just the hair. Just clarifying that for you. Glue. I was turning it over to glue it. Oh, golly gee willikers. And why am I doing this? I don't know, because I'm probably going to need this space for a challenge day. We are not decorating a journal here, Teresa. Gosh. I should have actually put it over there for our purposes here today to decorate the fold out or the tab page divider. That's what that is. All right. So moving right along to decorating the other page. I messed that up too. Oh my gosh, why did it tear so much? Oh, because the glue seeped out and I didn't check this side of it. Oh, I'm telling you, my skills are lacking. They are lacking. So I'm going to get one of these tear sheets. Come out wherever you are. And I'm going to tear. Let me get my ancient tearing ruler. I have had this since the 90s, I think, or early 2000s. It's a Creative Memories tearing ruler. So yeah. Ooh. Hard to get going, but once you get there, it works a treat. Yeah, I'll have to do the other side again. Or actually just tear it. I might just do that with the rest of it. Sounds like a duel going on over here. Right. So, yeah. Oops. Just flew across my desk. Trying to stick a little closer to the shape of it, but you know, whatever. My hands are not big enough to reach from there to there. And I don't want it to look mincy like a pattern. Right. There's that. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to decorate, is the actual piece that I added in as part of the challenge. And ink it. Ink and think, as Gail would say. So I want to start, if I haven't, which I don't think I have been, mentioning the people who are actually part of the challenge, collaborating with Rach and Bella. What did I say today was? I don't know. What did I do? I did Tuck Spots, the 10th. So today, check out videos on YouTube from Corey Dahman and Julie Bending. Now, Corey, I have watched several of her videos. I may or may not be subscribed. I have no idea. And she is amazing. I think she's a teacher in real life. So she's really excellent at doing tutorials because she's, got that kind of brain that works on how to convey an idea to others, I guess is what teaching brain is. But Julie Bending, I never actually heard of her before. No offense. But yeah, so I'm going to put this sort of higgledy-piggledy on here and, decorate it. Just sort of splat it down. No rhyme or reason, just gluing it down. And then we shall put some clusters on. I feel like I cut out so much, but it doesn't really look like that much. And I have emptied out the thing. Wow. Wow. Where did I put the bit of ribbon? It's right here. Right here. I hate that it's patterned, but use what you got, right? Right. I love these. I don't know what they are. I can't say that. Ostrich fern. So there. Learn something new every day. Ostrich fern. It doesn't look like an ostrich feather, but okay. What do I know? 1891. Metutia struthiopteris. I don't know. So let me tell you something else I did over last weekend. I've seen a couple of people, must have been on Facebook, I guess, um, boiling a book. Ever heard of it? Book boiling. So I did it. It did not come out exactly how I wanted it to, but I mean, it's all right. And I also, instead of like not, I added some of my rust brew to the boiling water. But still, it did not come out very rusty at all. Um, but I also don't know, I don't feel like I boiled it for long enough, but it kept boiling over. I guess I didn't have a big enough pot. I mean, but I don't. I'm not trying to feed hordes anymore. My kids, well, mostly my daughters, have all of my feeding an army supplies from when I had my house full of them and their friends. So yeah, I don't. Yep. Did I mean to do that? No, not really. Gosh, decisions, decisions, decisions. Now I feel like it needs more color. Hmm. Things that make you go, hmm. Things that make you go, hmm. Sorry. Something with more color, but not too much color. Oopsie. Pulled something out of my scraps over there and sent it flying and scared Penny. So, yeah. It's not very much color, though, is it? It's more beige. Beige, 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 beige. Definitely not purple. That's not going to work. I could find something in green, in the green family. That would be awesome. Yeah, Penny has left the building. Well, not the building, but the room. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Just trying to get less of the white. If you tear it from the back, then the white is mostly on the torn off piece. That's the reasoning in my mind for doing that way. I think it was the botanical that was throwing me off. I like that. Okay. I am just using archival ink, vintage photo, just in case anyone wanted to know. Sorry. It's quiet time. Oh, there you are, princess. You can go lay down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I dropped something. It's just paper. stuck doing it over the page because the sponge is crummy again already. So frustrating. And I have a bunch of different sponges I've gotten from different places with the idea of I'm going to compare them and see which ones do uh, do the crummy thing faster and blah blah. I have no idea where I got which ones from. Just so that experiment was a big old fail. I know some of them are Hobby Lobby brand, but I couldn't tell you. Or I don't know if they're Hobby Lobby brand. They're from Hobby Lobby, and some of them are from Amazon. But again, I could not tell you which is which at this stage. So yeah, big old fat fail. Just trying to get a few pages, a few threads out of here. Like so. Right, I am quite happy with the way that turned out. And yeah, we've been doing this for quite a long time. So we are going to call it a day for the video. I will probably continue decorating until I feel like I have caught this up to today. Um, as I said today, check out videos from Corey Dahman and Julie Bending on YouTube to see you know, their actual interpretation of um, today's prompt, which is tuck spots and what inspires me. Oh, well, what inspires me is all of you, all of the people who I've seen make anything or share anything on social media, YouTube, or Facebook. I don't do much of the others, to be honest. Um, but yeah, I'm inspired by what I see around me creatively and in nature. I am inspired to do what I do um, by everything that brings me joy. It's all a circle for me. I see things that make me happy and that I want to try to do. And so I do them and make them to bring joy. And so that is what inspires me. So thanks for watching. Um, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one on Friday. Craft and joy, y'all. Bye.